diary so that I align my diary with his diary because he's the boss. But if I'm in the dark and I don't know what is happening, I am not an angel to know exactly where the president will be at what time, then it's not right. So if Kenyans don't see me in a presidential function, I want to tell them today it's because I am not aware of the function. And the function they see me in is the one I have been invited. But previously, I had access to the diary, and without even talking to the president or even to the controller, I would align my diary with his, because his takes precedence over mine because he's the boss. You know? Now, it becomes very difficult for me even now to work on my diary because I don't know what the president has. So it has really even made my work very complicated because I am just there, not knowing what the president has. So I am not able to arrange my events, you know, going forward. But what I'll do, I'll talk to the president at the right time, and I'll see what is the problem. Okay. I don't think the president, in my view, will be petty to ask anybody to remove from the diary. I think it's just some handlers around the presidency who want just to create mischief, to portray me as somebody who is disrespectful, and to portray me as somebody who is absconding duty. I am a workaholic, and everybody knows, including the president. I'm available for duty. I'm available to assist the president 24/7. Right. But work needs to be made, you know, straight so that we are able to work properly, so that I align my diary with his, and I'm able to assist him as it is supposed to be.
All right. Who is the custodian of that diary?
There is a page with everybody there. There's head of public service. There's the president himself. There is a controller of state house, there's a deputy chief of staff, there was me, there was my chief of staff, there was my private secretary, there are security people, the people really who handle the president and myself were in that page. And you know, we even share...
What do you mean with the page?
No, they are the ones who handle the president's issues, his movement, you know, hospitality people, security people who are in that page. So that once his activities are known, everybody aligns automatically, and there has been a lot of efficiency because you have the information so that you are able to plan, you are able to coordinate. If you are flying, you know, you are going by chopper, you prepare. If you are going by road, you know. But when you don't have that information, then it becomes extremely difficult for my office to align with the president's office.
Help Kenyans understand. So this diary, is it a physical book?
No, it's a WhatsApp group. It's a WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp group.
It's every day, you know, things now are good with this digital space. It's a WhatsApp group, and it's updated as you go on. And the president updates it sometimes himself, the controller does, and we all keep on aligning. So, you know, sometimes he'll have a program, he'll move it from this day to that day. I get into my diary and change mine and align with his. You understand? So
your team is no longer in that WhatsApp
No, I am myself. I was removed. My private secretary was removed. My chief of staff was removed. So we have no access to the president's diary.
Who removed you?
The private secretary to the president.
Who's that?
Yeah. He's called Mayo. I'll show you. I was looking for my phone. I wanted to show you. He removed me. So once we are not there, then we don't know what's going on. So let no Kenyan, and let those people in State House who are trying to say that I don't attend meetings, let them return me in the page so that I know what the president is doing, where he's going, what time, so that I'm able to align and give him support, as I've always been doing. But I cannot do it when I don't have access to that information.
Does the president know you're no longer in the WhatsApp group?
I don't know. I've not asked him.
You haven't?
No.
And it's been how long? You said a week?
I think it's about a week.
About a week?
About a week.
And you haven't spoken to him about it?
No, I've not spoken to him about it. To be truthful, initially I thought it's a little bit petty.
Okay.
But now that the matter has been raised, and I have seen Kenyans have been asking, and I have seen some mischievous bloggers in State House trying to insinuate that I'm absconding duty, I have decided to give this information to the people of Kenya in the spirit of the truthful man, a man who speaks the truth, so that the people of Kenya know exactly why I'm not in those functions. I think I owe Kenyans the truth, Because again, as I told you, Sam, I'm employed by the people of Kenya. They need to know why is the deputy president whom they elected not alongside the president in the functions. I think we owe that information to the people of Kenya.
And do you know why you would be removed?
I don't know. But I have told you, they are mischievous people around the president.
Why are they mischievous against you, Deputy President?
Well, I don't know. How do you explain mischief? People have many motives. People have many motives. They are mischievous people trying to create a wedge between me and the president. And it's been going on for a while. And I take it in stride myself because I'm also an elder and I'm also an officer, you know, who is well trained. I was trained in paramilitary. I have tremendous capacity for perseverance and endurance. I'm able to take a lot of flack, just quiet and taking it in good tiding because I am quite mature in my leadership, in my approach to life. And many, many petty things, I have ignored them because I sometimes I don't want to become petty. So there are many characters around there. You know, you remember, Sam, when the king was here in State House, the king,
King Charles
the third.
Yeah.
I think the president had sent me, I think, to Berlin or to Brussels. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly to which country. And so when the king was in State House, I was missing. Okay? A blogger who works for the president created a Photoshop. And I know you can remember. Just for mischief and to demean me. Created a Photoshop that, you know, the king is here, working with the president. Then there was a window there. And Rigathi Gachagua had been locked in that window. And he actually circulated on his blog until Kenyans complained, then he brought it down. Just to demean the deputy president. And these are people who work for the president. And you wonder why. Why, how come you work for the president? You want to demean his deputy. And I told them, I raised it with them, the head of communication. I said, you think you are demeaning the deputy president? You are not. You are demeaning the president. If there is a perception that the president has locked his deputy in a room somewhere so that the king does not see him, who looks bad in this situation? It's the president who looks bad. So there are many people around the president who are very petty, who are full of mischief, and who are hell-bent on creating conflict within the presidency. I would like to ask the people who work for the president to be honorable and decent people. Let the deputy president have access to the president's diary, unless the president himself has expressly given instructions that he doesn't want his deputy to have access to his diary. If that is the case, I'll accept it.
Is it a possibility?
I don't think it's a possibility. I don't think President William Ruto would go that down. But if then I'm not reinstated, now that I have brought it in the public and the president will know about it.
Yes.
If I'm not reinstated, then it follows. It is clear. And then the instructions
that
must
says a
have come
lot
from there.
about your relationship with the president. You just said that because you've raised it in the public, now the president will know about it. What happened to the two of you?
I don't know.
You were very happy on the day of inauguration. In the weeks before the election, you were very happy moving around the country.
Know. Looking at it, I am not a mystical person. I'm a Christian and a very true believer. But I think it looks like there is a jinx around this office.